fed shrimp, baby. You always want your drag set not too tight and not too loose when fishing shrimp. Some people say you want it to set the hook. I've seen people fish loose and tight, but this time of year, I think in the winter you want to fish a medium size tension with your drag. I don't even really know if it's medium, but enough to at least pull it with your hand. I got a spinning reel right here. Spinning reel is, I believe it's $20, Walmart. Nothing too serious. I got this bait caster at a garage sale for $40. It's called the Shimano. Actually, sorry, it's the Abu Garcia. It's just a habit to keep saying Shimano these days. Not too sure. But this one has been pretty good. I haven't caught anything big on it, just a few hard heads. We're going to change that today. We got plenty of wind today. You don't want it too calm. You also don't want it too windy either. The left one is thrown a little further. I can see the gut where the drop off is, and then the one on the right is a little close. The one on the left, I'm fishing with a pretty massive slip weight, and the slip weight I used from a used cast net. I cut pieces off of that and turned it into a slip weight. If I got anything on it, kind of feels like it could be shell. The thing is I don't know if there's any shell out there or not. This pole was left out there way too long for it not to do anything, but you just never know. I might switch to fish bites because the perch seemed to be out this afternoon. Throwing right on the edge of that drop off, so hopefully we can see the action on this guy. That's a hit for sure. Oh, might be a hard head. Just gonna use one pole today. 15-pound braid, top shot, and then underneath is 65-pound braid. I put the top shot of the 15-pound for distance. I have to start calling this channel Hardheads. This is how you remove one of those guys. What I do is I hold it by the hook and not by the string, because if you do the string, he's gonna wiggle a little bit more than you want. I just hold it by the hook and I grab him underneath by the stomach, and that gives you some leverage. I only got to use some hook outs for this guy. Yeah, I bent my hook. Definitely did some damage to my hook doing that. Kind of have an inside joke with our family and friends is, if you bend a hook, bend it back, baby. Bend it back, baby. Normally whenever the cold weather hits, you'll have less and less bait fish, which we call them piggy perch down here. And then the hardheads you don't keep, you can't eat them, but they're known as trash fish down here. But you go through the hardheads and the pin perch and you'll get lucky every now and then, catch something really nice. I'm gonna switch just to this pole and reel in another one. Oh, I still have bait on here. Decisions. I'm gonna throw it back out there just in case. Feeling little nibbles every now and then. A lot of people like to set the hook and pull back and start reeling on little nibbles. This time of year, those definitely feel like could be drum. And you don't want to just set the hook every time because you're just going to be wasting your bait. You want to keep feeling those nibbles, and that's how you know that they're there. That's how you know that you still have your bait on. And it won't get picked up unless it's something big. For instance, a hardhead or black drum, redfish. But if you're ever down in this area in Rockport, Texas, at least you know a little bit how to fish this area a little bit more appropriately, rather than just going out there on a whim and trying to get lucky. I mean, me and my wife, as much as we have traveled, it's good to watch video on how to fish different areas that you're visiting. I don't think there's anything on here. I'm just checking my bait. Still something on this one. On this pole, I'm using a J hook. Using a J hook on this pole. Hooking the shrimp. I obviously cannot throw as far as with the other pole, and that's the idea. This one's for close action. You're supposed to use this for like a lure setup, but this is more of a, I guess what they call it, a bait caster reel. This one I use for bait, so I can feel them take the bait, and I could feel absolutely everything because I have like a 6-foot ride on this one. I can feel everything. I think this is 20-30 pound braid. You don't want to go light on a bait caster with your fishing line, because if you've been fishing for a while, you know that bait casters, they can spool up and you'll get all tangled, and it's impossible, nearly impossible to, you know, throw this with 15-pound braid and you get all spooled up. It's impossible to untangle it, is what I'm trying to say. But your thicker braid, you can untangle a lot better. Today's a beautiful day, man. You can see, you know, the sun's out. I'm parked at such a way that I'm in the shade. Such a beautiful day. these are the glasses that I'm using even to see some fish. Even yesterday I was able to see some fish that a lot of people don't get to see because I'm using these guys right here. Where's my camera at? Definitely make the world a little bit prettier. These are the amber lens. You can get them at Walmart for cheap. Just make sure that they're the amber lens. Thought I got a hit. Got a lot of slack. Anyways, these are the amber lens glasses, but what is it where you can see across the water, through the water? Polarized. A lot of people just think polarized or polarized glasses. If it says it, yes, I agree. But here you want to see color, you want to see all these things. If you just get the black ones that are polarized, you're not going to be able to see colors and different sections in the water. If you get the amber, you're able to see water depth, a little bit more clarity with those. So that's food for thought if you're coming out here and visiting Rockport. You want to pick yourself up some sunglasses, man. And if you have the money for it and you don't mind spending extra $100, $200 on shades, go visit Tackle Town. They have an amazing selection of Costa sunglasses, Ray-Bans. They have one of the best places where you could go and shop and try on frames and different sizes and stuff, and what meets your needs a little bit better. I keep thinking that I'm having hits, but that's nothing. I want to switch to my other one and throw deeper, but I still have a bait on this. I've been going live for 24 minutes. I might try to go 30. I have a pretty good odd of catching something today with beautiful weather like this. And if you're thinking what's a good fishing day, do fish bite all the time in nasty weather? I pretty much look at it this way and have been told if you want to be outside and you're comfortable, the fish are going to be outside. They're going to be comfortable. If it's nasty outside, your chances of catching something go down a little bit further and further. Not getting anything. Casting's shallow here. Have to switch it up and throw deep. This one I threw even more shallow, but I'm just gonna let that sit there. I just want to fish one rod and hold my pole, but that bait has not come off yet. If you've been sticking around for this long, this is how I said that this is my slip weight, and it has a bigger hole, so I use a bigger tie on. So I tie to this guide, 65-pound braid, and then this is my hook, treble hook. They call it a fish finder rig because it involves the swivel. It involves the line to move with current, and your bait isn't just staying in one spot, especially if you're using live mullet, live perch, whatever that is. But I just use it for shrimp. But this enables me to throw it a little further with this bigger weight. Your chances of going up, of catching something go up whenever you hold your pole using shrimp. And like I said earlier, if you're using shrimp for bait, you don't want to set the hook and pull back and start reeling on anything. You want it to be a for sure deal where it takes it out of your hand. Like if you're coming to this area and you fish fresh water all the time, it's not the same. You don't want to set the hook on anything because we have a lot of bait fish that move in the area. We have a lot of trash fish that just like to peck at it. But if it's something worthy of pulling back and setting the hook, that's when you start pulling back and setting the hook if you have a bigger hit. Hopefully I can give you a demonstration. The reason why you don't leave it in the pole holder, essentially because you want to feel what your line's doing. You want to feel all the hits. You want to feel the tension. You want to feel the tightening. You want to feel everything so you have time to set the hook on something. Because if you're not holding it, you may miss out on that opportunity of setting the hook, especially fishing shrimp. But if you're using anything like bait fish, like shad or like mullet or anything like that, some people say leave the bell open, but you don't want to do that. You want to just loosen your drag. See, I'm getting a hit, I'm feeling it. And I just want to kind of reel in that tension, let him take it. He's thumping it a little bit. Kind of want to get it as tight as I possibly can so I can feel him taking it. Sometimes those bait fish will just eat your bait right off the hook. And they're not big enough for the hook, and they'll just pick at your hook and bait until your bait's gone. It is a beautiful day to be out here. I've caught big fish out on this point. That's what keeps me coming back. And in just in case if you're wondering if I'm just sitting here wasting my time and trying something new, this isn't by any means a new spot for me. This is a good location. Sometimes fishing a bigger weight, you may not be able to feel absolutely everything, so my bait might be already gone. And I do love this reel. Shimano FX. It's better on the drag. You don't have to tighten it or loosen it a bunch to get where you want to go. Probably the furthest I've thrown yet. See my rod a little bit on this one. Something found this bait. He's hitting it right now. It's just, I don't think it's going to be what I'm looking for today. gonna go ahead and stop this video and post another one and plug my phone in on my portable charger.